All right, folks, I wanted to do another video here on, I wanted to talk about King James Bibles that have helpful definitions in either the study notes or the marginal notes or things like that. So here's the thing about the Bible. It's only profitable to you if you understand what it's saying, okay? Paul, in his discussion about spiritual gifts in 1 Corinthians 13, says that, basically, you're not going to be edified unless you understand what you're reading. You could speak in a different tongue and, like I could get up right now, I could be speaking in Spanish and I could be saying the most wonderful thing. I could be reading the Bible in Spanish right now. But you won't profit from it if you don't understand it. Now, the King James is not, or I'm not saying it's as unintelligible as Spanish, okay? There are some words and phrases that are difficult and hard to understand, and anybody who spends any time reading the King James Version, we know that there are words that are uncommon, or some words that have changed meaning. Sometimes we just don't have that broad of a vocabulary. I find words all the time, I'm like, I never knew that word, never heard of it. And so there are some helpful Bibles out there to help this so that you don't have to have now you can get a Webster's 1828 dictionary, or you can use an Oxford English dictionary, and that's fine, or you can use like a program or whatever, but sometimes when you're reading the Bible, you just might want something. So I did a review. I'm going to give you 4 recommendations on some Bibles that have helpful footnotes. The first one is the Defined King James Bible. You'll see here on the screen, I did a whole review of that. I'll try to put a link to that here, or I might tag it probably right here, probably right about now. The Defined King James Bible is hard to find though, but it has a lot of different footnotes from different things. It's probably the most exhaustive when it comes to how much definitions and things that it has, and the definitions are very, very helpful, and there's some good stuff in there. But you can kind of see on eBay, the hardcovers are going for $125 because they're out of print, and for some reason D.A. Wade over at the Dean Burgon Society, they haven't reprinted them. I mean, you can find some other stuff. If you look around, there are a couple different places you might be able to look around, but definitely recommend, if you don't want to get it, you can even get the definitions here, the definitions from it in a little booklet, and you could keep that in there. Okay, so let's go to the next one. Next one is pretty much any Thomas Nelson King James Reference Bible now will have helpful footnotes in it. The one that I recommend is the King James Version Sovereign collection, mainly because the layout is so nice. I'm scrolling through a review here trying to help you see. Okay, so you can see it's got red verse numbers, chapters, things like that. But see how it's got some explanatory marginal notes. I've read from a King James Version from Thomas Nelson. I've read from one of these, and I found the notes to be very helpful. This is probably what I would recommend overall, just because you're getting a nice. Now, these pictures are a little bit blurry, but that's not from the Bible. That's just the picture and being on the web and things like that. But I would recommend this one overall just because of the quality of the layout, and the type's very nice. It's just very pleasing aesthetically. Okay? Next one you might be interested in is the Trinitarian Bible Society Westminster Reference Bible. Now, there's a compact version that's a little bit smaller, a regular size version, and then there's a large print if you want. But what I want you to note is, so the layout on this is very nice too. 2 columns. It doesn't have the center column like most Bibles do. And the Trinitarian Bible Society, which they defend the King James Version and things like that. But they also have helpful notes. In fact, the Defined King James Bible that we looked at earlier, he got a lot of the definitions and the words that he defined from the Trinitarian Bible Society. But Trinitarian Bible Society, they're defenders and promoters of the received text. I'm a defender and a received text advocate, and things like that. But yeah, so it's very nice, and their quality is probably pretty good. I haven't actually seen one of these in person, but just wanted to make you aware of it. And then the last one is, if you really want something nice, like premium binding, premium paper, the Humble Lamb King James Version is the way to go. Okay? Now, I have seen Humble Lamb Bibles. They do a really good job. Their covers, they're just I've been very impressed with their quality, even to the point of like how they box their Bibles, how they wrap them, how they ship them. Now, the one thing you might not like, some people, I don't care about it, but some people don't like, there are some pictures and artistic illustrations from a guy named Gustave Doré. Don't know much about him, but yeah, the layout is very nice. I think it's actually blue letter, but they have, see here, they have definitions from Webster's 1828 and 1913 English Dictionary and Wright's 1876 Bible Word Book. On the bottom of the page, we can look here. 36 GSM paper. That's very, very good, by the way. 36 GSM paper is what I prefer personally, but in its European paper, it's nice. Actually, blue letter text. But yeah, so these are just things. This you'll be paying a little bit more. You can get, there's a paste down liner versus there's a what's called, I can't remember what it's called. Paste down versus edge line. Edge line's a little bit more. You can do your own research on that. But yeah. So the Humble Lamb, the Trinitarian Bible Society Westminster Reference Bible, the King James Sovereign Collection, and the Defined King James Bible. These are all great King James Bibles that will have helpful definitions in the bottom. And of course, you don't have to believe every single definition. You might disagree with the way they define some things, and that's okay. I just wanted to this is just a tool to help you in your Bible reading, so you don't have to have a dictionary. You don't have to, I don't, like, for example, when I study the Bible, I like to not have to go to my phone to look up words if I don't have to. Okay? So yes, these are some great Bibles recommendations. If you like this kind of content, please like, comment, subscribe, etc., etc. You know the deal. Thank you so much.